penuh bermisi guru AYU mencapai misi yang satu, permisi kita bantu.
Tahniah. Siaran langsung ini dibawakan khas kepada anda oleh Akademi YouTuber Malaysia. Tumpukan perhatian anda. Siaran langsung akan bermula sebentar lagi. Link sijil akan diberikan di hujung siaran ini. Pastikan diisi dalam tempoh yang ditetapkan. Terima kasih.
Teachers and wonderful students, welcome to Pusat Tuisyen Academy YouTuber, bermula percuma, selamanya percuma. How are you doing today? I hope all of you are ready for today's lesson. Okay, before that, Chinese New Year to all the Chinese students. Okay, before we proceed, let's begin our session with Kitab Al-Fatihah. For the non-Muslim, you can pray according to your religion. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Rahmanir
Ya, nasta'in syarab mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Okay, let me introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm Madam Asha Blue and today I am the moderator plus control host of the day. Okay, we teachers of Academy YouTuber can help you to prepare for your Muet exam. Okay. Our Muet and English matriculation class will be on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Okay, so please set reminder to join us on today and also in the future. Okay, the same date. Okay, the same day but at 5 p.m. Okay, the same day at 5 p.m. Okay. All right, let me introduce our teacher for today's lesson. We have Cikgu Hana in the house. We are now live from Cikgu Hana's channel and do support a channel as she has lots of Muet videos in it. Okay, today we are going to learn sentence types. Okay, make sure to follow the class until the end. Okay, so before we begin, I have a few reminders to all of you. Please pay attention to our lesson. Stop chatting and use the chat session wisely. Number 2, regarding the cert link, I will try to give you at the end of this lesson, okay? So make sure follow the class until the end, okay? So we will, if you are okay, if your line is okay, we will invite you to be on stage, okay, with us. But make sure you are ready to on your camera and microphone and mute your YouTube while you are up on the stage. So without further ado, let's welcome Cikgu Hana. Okay, Cikgu Hana, you can continue. Okay,
Thank you,
start your
Madam
lesson.
Thank you, Madam Aisa.
Hana, okay.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good day. I bid to all viewers, students, teachers who are with us or who are later going to watch the video after this live session.
Yes,
okay.
They will watch.
Yeah, today still in the festive mode.
Holiday.
Happy Chinese New Year. And I know that probably our students are still taking a break. Probably they're on their way home. Okay, still on the road. But however, the class still continue and you might want to watch later. All right. Okay. So today I am going to talk about writing. The title is Sentence Types. This is a continuation from the class I had previously, which is Cohesion in Writing. Okay, before that, let me introduce our Muet team. We have new teachers as well, but I don't have their pictures with us. Okay, but these are the 6 of us. Madam Chia, Madam Chia, and then Madam Vina, And this is our head of Muet panel, Madam Aisa Blue, and Teacher Yenny, and then that's myself and Teacher Maddie. All right, so we are going to take turn to teach you online, on this platform with Academy YouTuber. I would also like to thank Academy YouTuber, EDD Malaysia and Club Guru Malaysia for giving me the opportunity to contribute back to the society and teach the students online on the broader perspective. Okay. Okay. Now let's revise paper 4 is writing concepts for to and right. The possible text types are letters or email based on the text stimulus. That is for task number 1, and task number 2 either need to write discursive, argumentative, or problem. Right, and the word count task 1 for the letters of email, you need to write 400 to 135 words, and task 2 at least 250 words. You can write more if you have the time and you can write well. And then the time given for you to write both essays, the time given is 5 minutes, and the maximum is 90 marks, and the 5%. Okay. Today I'm going to touch on the next time. So the objectives of our lesson today are: first, by the end of the session, I hope you will be able to identify 4 sentence types, and that you are able to use these 4 sentence types, and be able to write a cohesive paragraph using any 4 sentence types. So, as I told you just now, this is a continuation from my class 4 proficient in writing. So, you want to master in sentence types so that you could produce a cohesive paragraph in your writing. Okay, so um, why do we need to be able to write different types of sentences in writing a paragraph? Okay, as I told you just now, cohesive writing is very important so that the reader who read your writing uh, are able to make sense of what you're writing. All right, so cohesion is very important aspect of academic writing because it affects the tone of the writing. Okay, one of the important for your writing cohesive writing will help the reader to easily understand what you write. Since as a writer, you are able to show the connection with your writing subject, and cohesive is also a part of the rubrics. And um, marking your essay. Okay, marking your essay, examiners will look at the cohesive and coherence in writing. So if the examiner sees that your writing is cohesive and coherent throughout the whole essay, then your band, right? Otherwise, our would mark over. So the goal is not well structured, well linked together to make a paragraph. All right. So why do we need to know about sentence types? A good writer uses a variety of sentence types. Writing that contains mostly short sentences. Um, if you write that contains most short sentences, it could be uninteresting and boring. 4 sentence types that we are going to learn today. All right, we have simple, compound, complex, compound, complex sentences. All right, so these are the 4 sentence types that we are going to learn today. Hi, Chia Yao. Thank you for joining us, Chia Yao. You want to join us?
Can we share the link? The
Yeah,
stream link? You want me
yes,
to share?
yeah. So
Okay,
Madam
thank you.
Esther can invite Chia. Okay, good, Chia Yao. Thank you for
Okay,
joining us
very good.
today.
Missing you. So for a few weeks, you were not with us, Xiao.
Yeah, probably because today is a holiday. So
Maybe.
yeah, so Chia Yao is able to join us.
Okay,
Happy
come and join
Chinese,
us, Xiao.
yeah, Happy Chinese New Year, Chia Yao.
Yeah, come join us, Xiao.
Okay, so while waiting for Chia Yao to join us, um, so there are 4 sentence types. So the first is simple sentence. So a sentence which contains one complete sentence. The example given is we will vote on the issue. These are just the summary of all the 4 sentence types. I will touch on individual sentence types after this slide. All right. A compound sentence contains 2 complete ideas separated by a coordinating conjunction. We would also touch on coordinating conjunction. Okay, welcome, Chayao.
Not on.
Oh, not on. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
there he is. All right. Chayao,
Yeah.
hi. Hi.
Okay. Happy Chinese New Year, Xiao. Where do you go? Not going anywhere during Chinese New Year, Xiao?
Did you go back to your village or hometown?
On your mic. On your mic, Xiao.
Microphone, yeah.
On your mic. Then only we can hear you. Xiao? Okay, where did you go during the Chinese New Year? Where did you go during Chinese New Year? And why? Why?
I think
off,
he is
off the
shy.
mic already. Off the
Yeah, he
mic.
is
Very
shy.
shy.
Yeah, it's okay, Chayao. Probably
Okay.
you can construct your sentences later. Then you could share with us. All right. Okay. Now back to compound sentence. Okay. 2 ideas which is separated by a coordinating conjunction. Meanwhile, complex sentence is a sentence containing one or more incomplete ideas and one complete ideas. So one complete sentence and the other one is dependent clause. I would touch on that in another slide. All right. And okay, the example, after John presents the report, he will vote on the issue. So the first phrase is a dependent clause, and the second one is the independent clause. Okay, what about compound complex sentence? A sentence contains 2 complete ideas and one or more incomplete ideas. So basically, compound complex sentence, the sentence would be longer. So simple sentence would be short, compound sentence, short sentences combined with a coordinating conjunction. Complex would be probably slightly um, sometimes it can be longer, sometimes it can be shorter than compound, but compound complex is a long sentence. All right. So your ability to write different types of sentences would tell whether you are in higher band or lower band in your writing, in your Muet writing. Okay. Now, simple sentence structure. A simple sentence consists of one independent clause. If you look at the sentences, okay, the sample sentences given, I like coffee. So I is the subject, like is the verb, coffee is the object. Okay, so one simple sentence. Mary likes tea. Subject, verb, object. The earth goes round the sun. So the earth is the subject, goes round is the verb, the sun would be the object. Mary did not go to the party. So Mary is the subject, did not go the verb, and to the party would be the um, predicate of the sentence. Okay. All right, next slide. Now, a simple sentence can also be referred to as an independent clause. Okay, now the independent clause, as I told you, is a complete sentence. So we went to the store. It is a complete sentence, so it is an independent clause. We bought the ingredients on our list. It is a complete sentence. A complete sentence or independent clause consists of subject and verb, and sometimes subject, verb, and object. So it depends whether you are using the transitive verbs or intransitive verbs. All right. So an independent clause again, we went home. All right. So there are three independent clauses stated in this sentences. All right. Tip: do not use many simple sentences in an essay. You should consider revising some of the sentences into compound or complex sentences, because if you use compound and complex sentences, the cohesiveness of the sentences is greater, okay, because it is able to show the relationship, it is able to show the connection of ideas in your sentences. All right, now let's move on to compound sentence structure. Chia Yao, anytime if you don't understand, you can stop me, Chia Yao, and ask question. All right? Chia Yao is engrossed trying to understand. Okay, so a compound. Okay, all right, good. A compound sentence is two or more independent clauses joined by a conjunction or semicolon. Each of these clauses could form a sentence alone. All right. So independent clause, coordinating conjunction, and independent clause. So complete sentence, conjunction, another complete sentence. Okay. I like coffee and Mary likes tea. You could also say I like coffee, but Mary likes tea. So and or but is the coordinating conjunction. Mary went to work, but John went to the party. All right. So two independent clauses combined by but. Our car broke down, semicolon, we came last. So because your car broke down, you came last. So that would be not a compound sentence, but complex sentence. But this one is a compound sentence. All right. Two independent clauses used together in one sentence. Okay, there are 7 coordinating conjunctions. All right. It is also shown here in this slide. It is easier for you to remember fan boys. F for for, A for and, N for nor, B for but, or, O for or, Y for yet, and S for so. So fanboys, if it would be easier for you to remember. Okay, that is Those are coordinating conjunctions. So a compound sentence refers to a sentence made up of two independent clauses or complete sentences. All right, Chia Yao? Chia Yao, are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, what is the
Yes.
difference? Can you tell us what is the difference between a simple sentence and compound sentence?
What's the difference?
But
The use of but. Okay. All right. I think, okay, correct. Two independent clauses, when you combine, you use but, okay. The coordinating conjunctions, then that is a compound sentence. All right. Simple sentence is a complete sentence, but only one independent clause. All right, Chia Yao? Okay. We move on to the next slide. Now, let's make these simple sentences into compound sentences. Now, sentence number 1. Aditya waited for the train. The train was late. Okay, Chia Yao, can you please combine these two sentences into compound sentences?
Anita went from the train, but then was late.
Very good. Yes. Okay, good, Chia Yao. Aditya waited for the train, but the train was late. Okay, next sentence. Aditya had left before I arrived. I did not see him at the train station. Can you try again, Chia Yao? Since you are the only one, Chia Yao, so you have to answer the questions. Can you try?
Number 2.
Yes, number 2. Yeah.
Anita has left because I annette, but did not see him at the train station.
Okay, the use of but here is there is a better coordinating conjunction than but. Remember the coordinating conjunctions, you have fanboys.
Who's that? Who's that?
What, madam?
Okay, but is not correct. There is another coordinating conjunction that you could use instead of but.
Madam, can give a clue, but on what?
Okay, there is but, for, or, yet, so, nor.
Anita had left before I annette, from did not see him at the train station.
Okay, all right. The answer is so. All right. Aditya had left before I arrived.
Yes.
So I did not see him at the train station. Okay, good. So, all right. The next sentence. Aditya must meet me tomorrow. He will not be able to pass me the notes. Okay. Can you try again, Chia Yao?
Anita must meet me tomorrow, but will not be able to pass me the notice.
Your answer is but. But again.
Yes.
Okay. Not quite right, Chia Yao. You look at the connection, yeah? Aditya must meet me tomorrow. If he doesn't meet me, he will not be able to pass the note. So the conjunctions over here should be or. Okay, Aditya must meet me tomorrow, or he will not be able to pass me the notes. Okay, anyway, good try, Tia Yao.
Okay.
Okay, okay, here are the correct answers. Okay, but you need to remember there should be a comma before so. All right. Okay. Next slide. However, we should not rely heavily on compound sentences in an essay, since clearer and more specific relationships can be established through the use of complex sentence. Okay, now you know how to construct independent clause, which is a simple sentence, and then you know how to construct compound
Yes.
sentence. Okay, then next one is complex sentence. All right, now the structure of complex sentence, you have one independent clause, you also have subordinating conjunction and dependent clause. All right, dependent, which is incomplete sentence. Dependent clause is an incomplete sentence, meaning that dependent clause cannot be used by itself. All right, it needs a subordinating conjunction and another independent clause to make the sentence make sense. All right, so complex sentence consists of independent clause, subordinating conjunction, and dependent clause. Examples given are: we missed our plane because we were late. Okay, you look at the first sentence. We missed our plane is one complete sentence. It is an independent clause. All right. But if, let's say, the second part of the sentence, because we were late, that is a dependent clause. Okay. So because we were late is not a complete sentence, it is a dependent clause. Hi, Fazlin. Thank you for joining us.
Your student, is it? Or
Yeah,
your
my
friend?
student. My
Oh,
my
okay.
student. Right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for joining, Fazlin. Okay, we are. Oh, Chia Ying is also with us.
Yeah. Just
On the
join us.
video.
Just join us.
Okay, thank you, Chia Ying and Chia Yao. You are in the same house, right? Brother and sister.
Hi.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, same house but different room.
Are
Or
you
is
No,
it
in the same room.
in the
Same
same
room.
room?
oh in
Okay.
the
Okay.
same room? Okay,
Okay.
good. Okay, then would be ang pao for you. You were asking for ang pao, right?
Yeah. Asking for ampao.
Okay.
One minute.
Come again, Chia Yao? What was it?
Trying. Say. Okay. Can see your face. Otherwise, we cannot see your face.
Yeah. Look at
Man,
that.
Madam Hana, are you stop what?
Am
Are
I
you what?
what?
Are you what?
Am I
What is
what?
it?
I can't.
What is it?
Yeah. Can you repeat, Chia Yao?
You see, madam.
You just contact me through my Telegram, yeah? Then I'll give you ang pao. You and Chia Ying. All right? Thank you
Okay.
for joining us.
Okay.
Okay.
Can
All right.
madam contact me?
Yeah. I think I have your Telegram, Chia. I'm not sure whether Chia Yang or Chia Ying, but you could contact me through my Telegram. You have contacted me before, right? Okay, so you must have my Telegram, Chia Yao. All right. Okay, next sentence. Our dog barks when she hears a noise. Okay, our dog barks, that is independent clause. When she hears a noise is a dependent clause. All right. He left in a hurry after he got a phone call. He left in a hurry. That independent clause after he got a telephone call is the dependent clause. Okay, this is in a form of a question. Do you know the man who is talking to Mary? Do you know the man is independent clause. Who is talking to Mary is a dependent clause. All right. So combine independent, subordinating conjunction, and dependent clause. It is called complex sentence. Okay. Here are some common subordinating conjunctions. If coordinating conjunctions, there are 7 fanboys. But hold on, yeah. Coordinating conjunctions, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 fanboys. And subordinating conjunctions, there are more than that. After these are some, okay, after, although, as, because, before, how, if, once, since, then, that, though, till, until, when, where, whether, and while. And these are 5 basic relatives. Relatives what? Pronouns. Okay, that you could use, like the WH question. All right, the WH word that you could use. These are not, you don't have to use it in the form of a question, but you use it in the form of relative pronouns. Okay, meaning that you use it to make a reference to the noun that you mentioned in the sentence. All right. Okay. Madam Aisa, probably we could take a break.
Oh, okay.
Okay, right.
I'm trying, but we
No,
cannot use the normal the ganjaran one, the promo AYU
no
for
longer.
no longer, but we can use there is one video, but it is for 6 minutes. Is it okay? Promo AYU apps,
Oh,
six
six
minutes.
minutes. Okay. So, yeah.
Because the other one is quite short, but I think that one got what is it? Copyright. I'm not sure about
I
this.
see. Or we don't have to have a break then. Can
Okay.
we
I
just
think
proceed?
we don't have to have a break
Oh, okay
because
then.
it will, if it is copyright, it will be very difficult for us.
Yeah,
So,
true.
so no need. We cannot use
Okay.
the ganjaran advertisement. We last time I used the promo apps IU apps, but then Madam Mina got difficulties because of the copyright.
I
So I don't
see.
think so. We need that.
Okay. All right. Then we just
Maybe
skip.
maybe we can ask Chao Ying and Chia Yao to sing the Chinese New Year song.
Yeah, during this break. Xie Ying
Ah,
and Xie Yao, do you
can
have
you sing?
any Chinese New Year song?
Okay. Can you sing the song, the Chinese New Year song? Both of you, you are in the same room. Can you can join? You can sing together.
Come, let's sing. Gong
Sikan
xin ni
sini,
ya. Gong
kang
chi
sikan
gong
sikan
xin ni.
sini.
Just
恭喜恭喜你呀，恭喜恭喜恭喜你. I only know that, the chorus part.
Fazlin, come join us in the studio, Fazlin.
Uh,
Fazlin, join us in the studio. Just click the link. I've been shared in the live chat. Okay, join us in the studio. We can sing together, Fazlin. Come join us.
Fazlin, you want to come?
The more the
Oh,
merrier. Fazlin,
yeah,
come
the
join
more the
us.
merrier. You just click
Just
on
click
the
the
link,
link. Yeah.
then you can join
I
us.
cannot. I then already.
Yeah, you
What is
sang
it?
already. Yes,
Oh,
I
you
you
sang
sang
cannot
already.
already.
tell a song because I then already.
You
Okay,
sang
you got the
already.
present already. Okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, later, yeah, after class.
Okay.
Okay, we move on to the next
Okay,
slide.
good. Got your present already got. Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Um, Now, a complex sentence is made up of an independent clause and one or more dependent clause connected to it. This is another example. After they discussed different options, they decided to redesign the components. So, the dependent clause can be before and can also be after. The example I showed you just now is when the dependent clause is at the back of the sentence. Now, this slide shows the dependent clause is in front of the sentence. So when you write dependent clause in front of the sentence, you use the subordinating conjunction uh, first. For example, after they discussed different options, comma, they decided to redesign the components. All right. Okay, so dependent clauses cannot stand alone as a sentence, but they can be added to an independent clause to form a sentence. All right. Now, here are again the coordinating conjunctions. All right. Yeah, whenever, whereas, when, wherever is also a part of subordinating conjunctions. All right. Now, look at the example. When the dependent clause comes first, a comma should be used to separate the two clauses. Okay, I'm using the same example so that you could see the difference. Because Aditya arrived at the train station before noon, I did not see him there. Okay, so this is when the dependent clause comes first. So you need to use comma after the dependent clause. Second example, while he waited at the train station, comma, Aditya realized that the train was late. All right, and um, the third sentence is after he explained, comma, Aditya was able to solve the problem. So the dependent clause is in the beginning of the sentence. After the dependent clause, you need to have a comma. All right. Next, these are the examples when the dependent clause is at the end of the sentence. Same sentence, but differently written. Okay, I did not see Aditya at the station because he arrived at the station before noon. Can you see the difference? I did not see Aditya at the station because he arrived at the station before noon. Over here, you use because. This one, because is in the beginning of a sentence. Over here, because is in the middle of a sentence. All right. When you use because in the middle of a sentence, you don't have to have comma. So Aditya realized that the train was late while he waited at the train station. Again, no comma. You just twist the dependent and independent clause. You just switch the position. Okay. Same thing with the last sentence. Aditya was able to solve the problem after he explained. Okay. So you just switch the position of the dependent and independent clause. All right. Now, complex sentences are often more effective than compound sentences because a complex sentence indicates clearer and more specific relationship between main parts of the sentence. Now, I want you to compare the sentences below. Okay, Chia Yao, Chia Ying, or even Fazlin, you can write on the chat section, yeah? Fazlin, the first one, Aditya had left before I arrived. I did not see him at the train station. What sentence type is this? What sentence type is this? Anyone could give me the answer?
Yeah, can Fazlin come to the studio? Fazlin, come join us.
But if Fazlin do not want, you could just write on the
Yeah,
chat section.
yeah, Fazlin, just write the answer in the chat session. You can write, you
Xiaoyi,
can do so. Jiaying, Jiayao, you also
Xiaoyi,
can.
what is the answer? What is the answer, Xiaoying? The sentence type for the first one. Aditya had left before I arrived. Full stop. Next,
Miss
I did not
Aditya.
see him.
Miss
The train
Aditya.
station. Yeah, Miss Aditya. Keep on mentioning his name.
Yeah. Okay,
But
Jiayao, Jiayao.
but did not see him at the highway station.
No, I do not want you to combine the sentence. I want you to tell me the sentence type, whether it is simple, compound, or complex. Which one?
Aditya had the visual I did not say it that satisfaction.
Okay. Tell me whether these sentences are simple,
Okay, mute
compound,
the YouTube.
or
Please,
complex.
please mute you, the YouTube. Okay,
Yeah.
otherwise we cannot. Yeah.
I did not say it as satisfaction.
I think Xiaoying just read. He just read the sentence. Okay. Now the first one um is simple sentence.
Aditya had the visual I did not say it satisfaction.
Okay. All right. Thank you for reading it, Jiaying. Thank you for reading it. Okay. So the first one, Aditya had left home before I
Correct.
arrived. This
And
is
it's not
simple sentence.
heavy before I ended, but did not see him at the higher station.
Uh,
Anita and the I in not in an sentence. I did not say Anita and sentence we saw had a thing and the in sentence is so long.
okay. Thank you, Chia Ying and Chia Yao. Thank you so much for reading the sentences. Okay, the first sentence is simple sentences. The first two sentences, yeah. Aditya had left before I arrived and I did not see him at the train station. These are simple sentences. Now, when we make the sentences, combine the sentences into compound. No, this is not compound. This is what? Aditya had left before I arrived, comma, compound. So I did not see him at the train station. Is this compound or complex? Xiaoyao, can you answer? Compound or complex? It used coordinating conjunction. Remember fanboys? Fanboys. So when a sentence is combined with coordinating conjunction, so this sentence is a compound sentence. Now we look at the third sentence. I did not see Aditya at the train station because he arrived at the train station before noon. Okay, the last sentence is a complex sentence. Now, if you compare these three, okay, if you compare these three, complex sentence makes more sense because the information is specific and you could actually see the connection. Why didn't you see Aditya at the station? Because he arrived before noon, right? So, meaning that you missed him. So that's why you did not see him.
I go present.
Okay. Now,
I go present.
yes, Xiaoying, you want to go what? You go tuition? Okay, next we move on to compound complex sentence structure. We have already covered simple, compound, complex. Now, compound complex sentence. Okay, the structure is
I go present.
independent clause plus subordinating conjunction plus dependent clause and then plus coordinating conjunction and independent clause. So compound complex sentence, of course, the sentence would be longer, okay, because it combine dependent, independent, subordinating conjunction and coordinating conjunction, okay. So it uses two types of conjunctions in the same sentence, okay. The example given, John didn't come because he was ill, so Mary was not happy. Okay, John didn't come. That's one independent clause. Because he was ill, because is the subordinating conjunction, because he was ill is a dependent clause, so is the coordinating conjunction, and Mary was not happy is an independent clause. You see? So this sentence is compound complex sentence. All right. The next sentence is he left in a hurry after he got a phone call, but he came back 5 minutes later. All right. He left in a hurry. He left in a hurry is an independent clause. After is the subordinating conjunction. After he got a phone call is the dependent clause, but is the coordinating conjunction. He came back 5 minutes later is an independent clause. So you combine all these, it becomes compound complex sentence structure. And as I mentioned before, your ability to write a more complex sentence would determine the band, whether you are in a higher band or in a lower band. Okay, your ability to write a variety of sentence types. Okay, now let's look at this example. All right, Aditya knew that he must meet me at the train station, or he will not be able to pass me the notes, so he waited until I arrived. So the sentence is long. Okay, this is a compound complex sentence. It can be three simple sentence. You can say that Aditya knew that he must meet me at the train station. That's one independent clause. He will not be able to pass me the notes. That's another. He waited until I arrived. So from three simple sentences, you combined using coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunction, then it would become a compound complex sentence. All right. Okay, next. Aditya realized the train was late because the railway malfunctioned, comma, so he decided to take a taxi instead. All right. So Aditya realized the train was late. That is an independent clause. Because is the subordinating clause. The railway malfunction is a dependent clause. So that is a coordinating conjunction. He decided to take a taxi instead is an independent clause. So compound complex sentence, remember it must have at least two independent clauses, one dependent clause, one coordinating conjunction, and one subordinating conjunction. All right. Okay, this is another example. Because Aditya was able to solve the problem after he tried so hard, so he was announced the winner. Okay, you could see that Aditya was able to solve the problem. That's one sentence. Aditya tried so hard. Another sentence. Then Aditya was announced the winner. That's the third sentence. So if you break this compound complex sentence into 3 sentences, so it becomes 3 simple sentences. Now you could combine these 3 simple sentences and make it into compound complex sentence so that you could see the relationship, so that the sentence make more sense. It is more specific and the reader would be able to understand better. Okay, now anyone can identify the sentence types?
The hotel is familiar is one of
Okay, go
of,
ahead, Chayao.
of the most local in the continental in the next condition were hot at the hotel. Money to mention the even the hotel wanted to grab in the celebration, but not many people attended the event.
Okay, now you look at these sentences. These sentences are mainly simple sentences. The hotel is famous, right? That is one simple sentence. It is one of the most well-known hotels in the country. Another simple sentence. 2, the latest international innovation competition was held at the hotel. 3 simple sentence. The hotel spent a lot of money to advertise the event. That's 4th. The hotel wanted to gain international reputation. 5th. And but not many people attended the event. 6th. So in this paragraph uses 6 simple sentences. Yeah. Okay, now we look at the next
The
one. The
hotel
next
is
one,
familiar.
wait, Chayao, not yet. Okay, now this, Chayao, I just want you to identify the sentence type. You don't have to read. Just tell me the sentence type. If you could see the paragraph has only 2 sentences. Same meaning, same paragraph. Just now, the first one, in the previous slide, there are 6 sentences. Here, there are 2 sentences only. All right. Now look at the sentence. The hotel, comma, which is one of the most well-known hotels in this region, comma. So which plus this one, it is actually um, telling you the hotel. It's referring to the hotel, right? And then wanted to promote its image around the world by hosting the latest international innovation competition. All right. So when you have which over here, which is one of the, so this is subordinating conjunction. All right. This is a subordinating conjunction. So when you have subordinating conjunction, the sentence becomes complex or compound? It's a complex sentence. Yeah. Compound sentence takes coordinating. This one is subordinating. So subordinating, you have complex sentence. All right. And then the second one, although the event was widely advertised, not many people participated in the competition. So one dependent, one independent. All right. So
The
only 2.
hotel because one of the most local hotel in the nation.
Okay. All right. So Jaya, thank you for helping me to read out. Okay. So this paragraph has 2 complex sentences. All right. Now look at the third paragraph. It's actually the same as the second and the first paragraph, but I want you to identify the sentence types. The latest international
So,
innovation competition was held at the hotel.
Madam, can I try?
Okay, go ahead, Xia Yao.
The hot, the latest international innovation competition was held at the hotel because one of the most local hotel in the region.
Region. Okay,
Region.
continue. The
Continue,
hotel.
Chayo. The hotel span.
What, madam?
Okay, the hotel spent a lot of money on advertising the event since it wanted to enhance its international reputation. Semicolon. However, comma, it failed to attract many people. All right. So if you looked at the sentences, so there are two sentences. All right. So one complex sentence and one compound sentence. All right. Okay. So uh, if you combine, this is the first paragraph that I showed you. Okay, 6 simple sentences. So when you rephrase these 6 sentences, it to become one complex and this one is 2 complex sentences, and this one compound sentences, one compound sentence and one complex sentence. All right. So both the second and the third example, they are both what do you call that, higher in the band. Okay, when you write using complex and compound sentences. So and the um, cohesion in writing is more effective
One is
when
one of the most local hotel in the nation. Region.
yeah sorry, Chaya, I don't quite get what you said. Okay, I don't think I prepared quizzes, but I don't think we have enough time
Yeah.
for quizzes. Um, so let us reflect. Okay, so whether we have achieved our learning objectives today. So first, you should be able to identify sentence types. So what are the sentence types? Chayao, first, simple.
Simple.
Second, compound. Third, complex. And fourth, compound complex
Complex
sentence.
sentence.
All right. So there are 4. So now you are able to identify and use 4 sentence types in writing. All right. So you need to be able to produce in writing actually. But just now you have mentioned, you have combined the simple sentence into compound
And
and complex sentences. We have done that. And the third one, you need to be able to write a cohesive paragraph using any 4 sentence types. And it is shown here, all right? And here, this one, 2 complex sentences, and this one complex and one compound sentence. All right? Okay, I think that's all for today. Thank you for joining us, Chia Yao, Chia Ying, Fazlin, and the rest of the students who are out there. And those of you, some of my students who are not able to watch because it's a holiday, all right, because some of them they need to go back to the hostel. Most of them need to go back to the hostel today, so probably some of them are still on the road, all right, on the bus train or whatsoever.
Mhm.
Okay, so you could watch later. All right. Okay, I think I pass back to Madam Aisa. Thank you.
Okay, Alhamdulillah, finally we have done with today's lesson. Okay, we learned a lot from Cikgu Hana, right? Okay, congratulations to those who are able to follow our session from the beginning till the end. Okay, so thank you very much to Cikgu Hana for such an interesting lesson. Okay, there are 4 types of sentence. Okay, so remember that and use that in your use all the sentences in your AC writing. Okay, for your information, Academy YouTuber Malaysia together with Kelab Guru Malaysia and EDDEC Malaysia are working hard to provide free tuition for the students across Malaysia. I repeat, free tuitions, okay, free tuition. So don't waste this opportunity. Okay, the link for the certificate, okay, I will share the link now, the cert link in the chat session. So
You are able to
please,
get it, Madam
yeah,
Aisa?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, finally I got it. Okay, so
Okay.
please fill in the cert link. Okay, carefully. Okay, so remember, there will no there will be no correction allowed if you wrongly type your email and name. Okay, so once again, I would like to thank Cikgu Hana for the interesting lesson. Boys and girls, please support Cikgu Hana's lesson by clicking the subscribe button below now. Okay, do it now. Okay, for the latest list of classes, you can check www.academyyoutuber.com. So I think that's all for now. Thank you, everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, we just end the broadcast because we don't have the outro video.
You do. Okay.
Okay, all about Ganjaran. We cannot use that video anymore.
Okay.